Hey folks, Earl here again from Project3six5, and it is day 83. And I know way back in the beginning of this Project3six5, I kind of defined one of my first goals as to never mow my lawn ever again. So I want to actually structure that in such a way that people can copy and do what I do. So it makes it other people who are watching this can actually get something out of what I'm showing so far. So um, part one of accomplishing that task and making this replicatable was defining the problem. So I wanted to kind of plan my way around how I can teach other people to never have to mow their lawn again either. I mean, I get it. I made like $1,500 a little while back. That is sufficient enough income to never have to mow the lawn again for the whole year and probably a couple of years. But I wanted to get really, I guess, into switching from the thought process of active income and then the passive income so that this is recurring and it's not like a one time or a 1 year or 2 year type of thing. It's kind of forever. So that was the thought process behind that. So in planning to never mow my lawn again, I had to come up with the definition of what the problem was. And obviously, I don't like mowing my lawn, otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about this so damn much. So, I had to price out how much a lawnmower would cost me to go get if I'm going to compare apples to apples, right? So, I went out to Craigslist, did some searches around, went out to Sears, did some searches around, and found that a decently powered lawnmower, something that wouldn't, basically something that wouldn't piss me off to have to push around the lawn, um, was roughly anywhere between 200 to $300. So more towards the 200 for the used ones, and more towards the $300, as you can see the price on Sears there for the new one. So that's how much a lawnmower costs, obviously. Now, the next part of the planning is these things run on gas. Obviously, the gas prices are up and down these days, but I estimated guesstimated $60 worth of gas. And obviously, it's at $60 because I need gas to go to the gas station to go buy the gas that I'm going to go put in the container and then put in my lawnmower. So, about $60 sounded about fair for a year's worth of gas. The next thing is I wanted to put a value on my time. So, I mean, if you're working at a decent job, you're making 20, $25 an hour or so, okay, or obviously higher if you've got a better job than that. So, I'm going to take $25 an hour for the value of time. It takes me about an hour and a half to mow the lawn. So, if I think about it, if I spent an hour and a half working my job instead of, mowing the lawn, it would be $37.50. So I'd make money doing something that I enjoyed, perhaps more so than mowing the lawn. Because I'd actually rather go to work than mow the lawn. So I also kind of figured how many times I had to mow the lawn a year. So between the months of March and October, from where I am, that's when the grass grows. Because any other time outside of this time period, it's either it's too cold or the weather is not conducive to grass growing. So the grass doesn't grow in like November, December, January, February so much. I might have to cut once in between there, but it might be covered in snow. Who knows? No one's going to see it anyways. So I'm looking at about 16 times a year where I have to cut the grass. So let's add this up. Okay. Now the funny thing is, I didn't even add a shed where I have to store the lawnmower in. That's beside the point. A lawnmower. Let's just go with the median here between 200 and $300. 250 is what it costs. Gas, $60. I actually did some research and I went around and I'm actually getting real life quotes here. It would cost between 10 and $40 to have someone mow my lawn. Now it cost me $10 if they got to use my equipment, and I would prefer if they had their own, so I didn't have to actually maintain this stuff. Like a completely hands-free, never mow the lawn again. And as much as $40 to have someone mow the lawn. So the average being $30-40 for my size of lawn. Anyway, if I look at 16 cuts for a year, at the average price of let's say $25, that's roughly $400 a year that you'd have to pay for someone else to mow your lawn. So if we break this down into monthly increments, that $400 divided by 12, so it gives you the monthly. We're looking for a way to get $33.33 a month, because if we can hit that goal from a passive income standpoint, you never have to mow the lawn ever again. So this is kind of just valuing what the problem is, what our goal is to achieve. So, and this could be applied to anything, not just mowing the lawn, but it could be applied to paying off your car, paying off your mortgage, whatever you wanted to apply it to. For whatever reason, mowing the lawn just rubs me the wrong way, and I'm hell bent on figuring out a way how to show other people how never to mow their lawn again either. and perhaps the help the landscaping industry. So the problem to solve is $33.33 a month. This is step one, just kind of defining what the boundaries are. And that is the end of today's video and the end of today's talk. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow when you guys can see more of this discussion. Again, this is Earl from Project3six5. If you like these videos, check us out, project3six5.ca. Thanks for watching.